We welcome you to episode number 4 of the Ty Walker Show, as today is Draft Day, day number 1 here of the NFL Draft. It is Thursday, April 27th, and let's go ahead and get right into the top headlines. Well, obviously today is day number 1 of the draft, as we will get to see picks 1 through 31 in the NFL draft today in the first round of the 2023 NFL draft. The Tennessee Titans finalized a new deal with the city of Nashville to build a new stadium in downtown Nashville. The Washington Commanders decline the 5th-year option on Chase Young. And that is today's top stories. Well, let's go ahead and get in today's episode with our first topic of the day. I mean, it's draft day, so you cannot start. You have to start this episode off with talking about the NFL draft. Well, I know a couple of days ago there was a meme put out on Reddit about Will Levis going number 1 overall on Reddit. I'm just telling you, this is a meme. Well, if you look at betting odds to go number 1 overall, Will Levis jumped from plus 4,000 to plus 400. A huge jump for Will Levis to go number 1 overall. I mean, I don't think he's going to go number 1 overall. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think he's going to be a bust. I think he's the next Carson Wentz, next Jamarcus Russell. I don't think he's going to be that good, to be honest with you, but it is crazy that this one meme has boosted the betting odds from plus 4,000 to plus 400, all because of a Reddit meme. Now, the Redditor did speak out, and this is kind of a savage response from the Redditor himself. If you think a meme means Levis will go number 1 overall, you should not be betting. That's a pretty savage response from the Redditor there. I mean, he's not wrong. If you think a meme means Carolina is going to pick Will Levis, I don't think you should be betting at all. Right now, Bryce Young is the favorite to go number 1 overall. Though, if I were to give you all some betting advice, I wouldn't. Obviously, I would not pick Levis number 1. My number 1 bet advice: don't pick Will Levis to go number 1 overall. Even though it is plus 400, I would go, if you want to win some money, take CJ Stroud. On my mock draft, I have CJ Stroud going to the Panthers. If you want to make some money, I go CJ Stroud, maybe even Will Anderson or Tyree Wilson, even though I doubt it. But if you want to make some money, CJ Stroud, number 1 overall. But Bryce Young is the favorite to go number 1 overall. Next up, Titans. The Tennessee Titans. Obviously, the Rangers came out a while back, but they have finally gotten a deal finalized by the city of Nashville to build a new stadium downtown Nashville. This is just going to be across the river from the old stadium where the main downside hub is. This is going to take the reign of most expensive stadium in the league, as this will beat out SoFi Stadium. Big news coming from the Washington Commanders, as the Commanders' defensive end, Chase Young, and the Commanders have their 5th-year option declined. We're going to have to see if he goes into free agency or if they only did this just to give him a mega contract. But this is huge news with them declining the 5th-year option on Chase Young, one of the star pieces of their defense. And Chase Young obviously missed a lot of this past season after coming back from injury, but did come back. But this is huge news. Next up, Aaron Rodgers was seen in the Jets facility for the first time. Well, in the Jets history, Aaron Rodgers walking into the Jets facility, it was weird seeing him in a Jets hoodie. But, we're just going to have to get used to it. We have been used to seeing Aaron Rodgers sporting the yellow, gold, and green. The white, gold, and green. There we go. But now he's going to be bearing the green, white, and black this year. It's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be a little bit to get used to, but I think we'll get used to it pretty fast. Arizona Cardinals have put out that they may trade down from number 3, but they also have put out that they don't want to exit the top 10, though, as there is speculation now that Paris Johnson Jr., the offensive tackle from Ohio State, might be their guy. And that may be the reason why they may be trading down out of 3 for somebody to trade up. Now, there's tons of teams that could be interested in trading up to that number 3 spot. Maybe Indianapolis, try to get Anthony Richardson, or what I've seen in some stuff, that CJ Stroud could slip, and maybe they trade up to get CJ Stroud, or maybe some of these other teams that need quarterbacks could trade up to that number 3 spot to get one of those quarterbacks that they need, or maybe get Will Anderson Jr. Who knows? But interesting news here that the Arizona Cardinals may slide down from 3 and go to any other spot in the top 10. Next up, our final topic of the day. I just wanted to bring up, I know we talked about this a couple of days ago. We were talking about the Royals. Well, I kind of want to bring this back up. There was some news coming out that Daniel Lynch and Drew Waters are going to start some rehab assignments, that they should be back here pretty soon, coming up in the month of May, which is very good news if you're a Royals fan, but they do suck very badly. They are now 6-19. Last night they got blown out 2-0. Well, it's not a blowout, but it's a shutout, 2-0. They had 2 opportunities, one in the 9th inning and one in the 1st inning. There was a controversial moment in the 9th inning with runners on 1st and 2nd on why they didn't bring in Salvador Perez to pinch hit, but it didn't happen. Obviously, that day before, Salvi did take a beating first behind the plate, and also he took a baseball straight to the back in between the numbers. I just want to say, I kind of, as a Royals fan, I mean, just seeing 6-19, I didn't think they're going to be this bad. I'm kind of done with this team, honestly. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm going to go bandwagon any other team. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just kind of done with this team until maybe next year. I mean, I'm just going to say this. I don't think I'm ever going to bet on the Royals to win a game this year until they get to an even 500, which I think that will never happen. But like I said, the only good news really is that Drew Waters and Daniel Lynch are going to be back probably here soon, as they will start rehab assignments at AAA, which is very good news. These are some of the people that the Royals wanted to have their evaluations on, some of the main people they wanted to evaluate this season, and we haven't been able to so far with Daniel Lynch and Drew Waters because they've been injured. As Daniel Lynch coming back, that will be very good news, obviously, with the injury to Chris Bubich, with him being out for the season with Tommy John surgery. That will be good news, getting Daniel Lynch out. Ryan Yarbrough has been good, though, but, I mean, he's mainly a bullpen guy, even though he does have some experience as a starter. And I know back in Tampa Bay, he used to be the bulk guy, where if they had a guy come in just to mainly pitch 2 innings, and then Ryan Yarbrough would come in, or maybe a starter very much struggled in a game, Ryan Yarbrough would be that guy that if it was like in one of those early innings, like the 2nd or 3rd, or maybe some instances 1st inning, Ryan Yarbrough would come in and get some innings in, take it to the 5th, 6th, and he would be that guy. So far, Ryan Yarbrough, well, if you look at it, Taylor Clark started the first game. Chris Bubich was out. That next game that was supposed to be Bubich's start, Taylor Clark started. He went 2 innings, and then Ryan Yarbrough came in for a bulk. And then we saw yesterday against Arizona, Ryan Yarbrough actually got the start. Only went 4 innings, allowed 1 run. He's had a pitch limit of 85 pitches. He kind of ran into a little trouble in the 4th inning with a couple of base hits. He thought he was going to get out of it. Got a double play, but then Evan Longoria had a broken back base hit that brought in the 1 run that Ryan Yarbrough allowed, even though they resulted in a 2-0 loss for the Royals. It's crazy. They've now been shut out 6 times this year. Well, you know how many wins the Royals have this year? 6. They have the same amount of shutouts this year. They've been shut out 6 times. That's the same amount of wins they also have. 6 wins. So that is crazy. But that is all for today's episode. We'll see you guys in the draft live stream later today. And we'll also see you Friday for that one. We'll also have a podcast episode most likely that day too. But there's also a possibility we won't. It'll just be draft. And then Saturday, all day draft coverage. Well, we'll see you guys later today.